It's been very toxic and intense. And
Beth Douglas has known since her late teens she was transgender. She'd hoped Scotland's Gender Recognition Act would have made life easier for people like her. That was until the UK government intervened.
It felt like a gut punch. I would be completely telling a lie if I didn't feel heartbroken about this. This is a huge attack on trans people living in Scotland and around the UK, but it's even bigger than just us. It's about Scottish democracy itself.
The man who halted the legislation is Rishi Sunak's Scottish secretary.
Mr. Speaker, I have not taken this decision lightly. It is our assessment that the bill would have a serious adverse impact, among other things, on the operation of the Equality Act 2010. Those adverse effects include impacts on the operation of single-sex clubs, associations and schools, and protections such as equal pay.
The fact one parliament has overruled legislation approved by another has led Nicola Sturgeon to confirm she will take this to court, while her ministers worry about the impact on devolution.
I question what the implications are for future legislation of this Parliament. The Secretary of State says that he wants to find a constructive way forward, but the UK Government had multiple opportunities to provide constructive comments during the extensive consultation on the bill and during its passage, and it did not do so.
Cultural wars meet constitutional ones, and all because of one bill. The Act removes the need for a medical diagnosis of gender dysphoria, reduces the age from 18 to 16, at which you can start applying for a gender recognition certificate, but critics argue it could have widespread consequences, including for single-sex spaces, like women's shelters and prisons. Others argue the impact is far wider.
The unintended consequence of this will be a massive boost in support for the SNP. They will see their support in Scotland go up. And in the long run, you can't really not address this issue.
This controversy has now also highlighted divisions on the issue within the UK Conservative and Labour parties. As for relations between Scotland's two governments, they had been thawing, but now seem to be back in the deep freeze. Joe Pike, Sky News, Edinburgh.